Hi, if you're anything like me and your entire personality revolves around wearing as many layers of clothing as you can at once to express your personal style, the summertime can be difficult. And if you are in the northern hemisphere like me, you might be sweating your balls off right now. I can only speak for myself. So when it's 90 to 100 degrees and all you can stand to wear is a t-shirt and some shorts, how do we express our personal style in a cool, colorful way? Well, today we find out. Hi, I'm Kathleen, and today we're going to try out 3 different upcycle-y DIY crafts that we can use to convey our personal style in a cool, colorful way when the weather just wants us to be naked. Let's do this thing. Are you ready? For our first project, I wanted to take something that is a summer basic, the thing that you throw on when it's 100 degrees because you can't stand to be wearing clothing, and it's as simple as it gets. A tank top, not this one. This one, classic black muscle tank, I guess you'd say. And recently I saw this tank top, I think it's from Zara originally, on Poshmark, and I really liked that extra detail of the button closure on the piece. And y'all know that I'm basically on a quest to add a little piece of customization to basically every piece of clothing in my closet. So let's add a little pizzazz to a very simple piece using something similar to this, but I have a separate idea. So I love a good, unique closure mechanism. I love a button, I love a clasp, I love a bow. And in this case, I want to try to make a toggle closure by creating a knot with paracord and a loop. Well. Do I know how to do this? No, but I know who does know how to do it. Some random guy on YouTube, probably. But before we get started making knots and loops and sewing them on, I wanna cut this shirt up. We're gonna cut it right in half, and we'll go from there. This is an experiment, and we're in it together. So put your safety goggles on and let's snip. Here's the tank top of the hour that we're hopefully gonna take from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly. So in classic Kathleen fashion, we'll make a rough estimate about where I wanna snip. Definitely don't wanna go right over the boob. We wanna go like slightly above the boob. Or do I wanna go below the boob? Here's my secret technique. I'm gonna sacrifice some washi tape so we can make sure it's right where I want it. Yeah, fashion. You could just cut through the front of the shirt and leave the back, oh, okay, solid. So you only have to make a couple toggles. I'm gonna cut this thing straight in half like a delicious multi-layered quesadilla. And so that means I'm gonna have to make double the amount of toggles. And I don't even know how to make these toggles yet. So I'm really betting on myself. And thank goodness I've never felt imposter syndrome in my life. You're gonna have to move. Vroom. Shing. Guess that means it's time to go get some paracord, huh? Let's go.
Da primeira vez que eu te vi, menina, meu coração pulou pra boca. Da primeira vez que eu te vi, menina.
Good morning. I think I went a little overboard. So we've got paracord, which is like shoelace material. You want to sleep on the squishmallow? I got you. Wow, good burp. At first I wasn't super jazzed about my color options, but then, I don't know, I kind of just did a 180 and then I got jazzed. Life's just like that sometimes. I also got supplies for our next project. Rick Rack. We'll talk about that in a bit. And I did fall prey to just some cute ribbon that I thought, I don't know, maybe we could use for some trim or something. Flowers and the smiley faces. Anyways, I need to figure out how to make some toggles. I found a tutorial. I'm gonna put the link down below if you would also like to learn this. I feel like, why would I just regurgitate the information that I literally am learning as I go when I could just share the resource with you, you know? So if you want to learn too, go give that video some love and let's get started. I've said before on my channel that I don't really love crafts that are like super small and fiddly. They're frustrating to me. I think they're probably frustrating to everyone. But for some reason, I've been signing myself up for small fiddly crafts recently. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Assim não se vê nem na revista, nem no TikTok ou no Instagram de artista. Corpo de mestiça com olhos de leoa.
And while I finish up making these knots, let's take a moment to hear from today's sponsor. Listen, it's hot out, okay? It's 92 degrees where I live today, which, you know, isn't wild, but as a Midwesterner, I'm obligated to say it's not the heat that'll get you, it's the humidity. And get me, it shall. And sometimes when it's hot, you just want to be naked. And when it's not appropriate to be naked, you might as well start with some super comfortable underwear, which is great because today's sponsor is Parade. If you know me, you probably know that I'm the #1 fangirl of the vintage high-rise briefs from Parade. If you see me, if you perceive me, I'm probably wearing these bad boys. I'm wearing them right now. Proof. I personally find them so comfortable, especially if you have wider hips, a bigger booty. Anyone? Anyone else? And the material it's made of, new cotton, is #1, made with 95% less water than typical cotton, and 2, is super breathable and stretchy during the summer months. But I do have to admit something. I've been dabbling in the devilish dark arts of the vintage string cheeky. I know, I switched it up. These are similar, but you also get a higher cut up the side and a little less coverage in the back, which, dare I say it, has a bit of a sexier flair. So if you want to go tried and true with the vintage high-rise briefs, or try something a little different and saucy for the summer with the vintage string cheekies, then you can use my code Kathleen50 to get 50% off site-wide. And from June 1st to July 5th, Parade is having their summer sale. It's the biggest sale of the entire year, so it's a great time to use that code and get yourself some cute summer underwear. Check it out before it ends. Thank you, Parade, for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to our crafts. So now that I've made a little bouquet of floppy flowers, this is reminding me of nerve endings, and it's making me feel kind of sick. Okay, now that we've made all of those gross little guys, one would think that I would, like, you know, mock up on the shirt how many I needed and where they would go prior to making them. That didn't happen, so let's do it now. And listen, if this is your first time watching one of my videos and you're like, wow, she's really disorganized, she must not really care how things turn out. Untrue. I do care. I only put in the extra brain effort when it's necessary, you know, when the stakes are high. And when we're just doing something a little more experimental, it's fun to go with the flow. Sometimes that's how you mistakenly come across cool things, and it feels a little less stressful, which, if you ever started a creative project, sometimes you don't even get past the starting point because you're already thinking about how to get to the end point. You're like, oh, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this in this order, and that can just stop you from getting started sometimes. And that's not the game we're playing. Not right now, at least. We're trying to have fun. Imagine that, having fun with your creative process. Okay, I think I might need a little more help with the closure. It's opening exactly where I wouldn't want it to open. Added a couple more in the front. We'll keep it light in the back. I like it. Next, we hem these, we sew in our toggles, and we've got a cute little top. The future's looking bright. Consider her hemmed. Ooh, this is cute. Don't know what's happening right there, but we can fix that. I did like a 1/2 inch, maybe a little less than a 1/2 inch hem, because I wanted to shrink the shirt a little bit as well, since it was a little baggy. Do I want to crop this? Chat, do I want to crop this? I just got an email that said I had something to pick up from my P.O. box. I was not expecting anything, so my curiosity is literally killing me. Let's go see what it is. I'm gonna wear this. I just had a very spooky experience. I came out to the garage and there were flies everywhere. Like there was a buzz in the air. I'm like, something die out here? and then I realized. 1, I'm back. 2, outfit change. 3, I have a lava lamp now. You can't really see that. That's not what was in my P.O. box. But I stopped at a store on the way home and they had lava lamps for $10, so consider that a W. Anyways, I did get some cool stuff in the P.O. box. I think I'll show you later because I really want to finish this shirt. It's at the stage of the project where you're like, what is going on? But I'm sewing my little guys down. We'll trim the tails and then we'll use the tails as the loop. Reduce, reuse, recycle, you know? Lava lamp update. It's on the move. Hold on. Last time I showed this, some of y'all were curious. It's a lip liner stain from Sacho in the color Moi 2. Do you care? What's more important is I finished my shirt. Would you like to see it? Okay. put myself through the wrong hole. Hate when that happens. Yeah. Okay, that's better. And isn't this just the cutest little updated basic? With the addition of making you extra cool, like literally colder, because we've got ventilation happening. I love how the color palette turned out. I also love how from a distance or even close up, these are really reading like little rosebuds or flower buds, especially if you did only red knots with green loops and added some sort of leaf somehow. And we've taken just a basic $3 tank top from the thrift store and turned it into something where someone's like, oh, where'd you get that? So I think that means it's time to move on to our next DIY upcycle that will allow us to look super cute in the summer without overheating. Okay, this is an update slash upcycle thing that I've actually been wanting to do for a really long time. And honestly, it has nothing to do with the hot weather. You could do this anytime to just add a little extra flair to your looks. We're going to be customizing our shoelaces or our sandal laces. So changing out your shoelaces, not the biggest brain moment in the books. But if you just have to throw on your summer uniform of a tank top and shorts, why not jazz your footwear up a little bit? Or you can match your shoelaces to your cute little summer dress. The possibilities are endless. I've seen people do this with ribbon, with paracord, but I've never seen anyone do it with rickrack. Rickrack is a trim or ribbon in this squiggle shape. So let's do some rickrack laces. These actually really need updated laces because it looks like a mouse might have gotten into this one. It's time. It's time for an update. And this one looks like lechuga. Also, depending on what your rickrack or ribbon or whatever you're using is made of, it might start fraying as you do this. So afterwards or before, I want to just give it a little fire bath. Burn it, just a tinge. I don't think kids watch this, but don't burn your house down, okay? Let's take these bad boys out for a spin. I think I forgot that I was going to show you what was in my P.O. box. Still kind of in shock, to be honest. So sometimes on this channel, we talk about books. It's not like a booktube channel by any means. I've never even made a dedicated book video, but it seems like we have kind of similar reading interests, which is fun. And in the past, I talked about my great deep love for the Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. It's poignant, it's funny as hell. And recently I got an email from Jocelyn at the publishing company that Murderbot comes from saying, I heard you like Murderbot. You want to try reading some other books that we have? Got books, baby. Receiving a box of free books from a publishing company was not on my bingo card for having a YouTube channel. I feel like I've really made it at this point. So we've got Spite House, The Archive Undying, and the quote on the cover is by Tamsin Muir, who wrote Gideon the Nine, so you know it's going to be good. Untethered Sky, which is just a little slight baby. The Gin Bot of Shantaport, that sounds great. And finally, a book that's been on my TBR list, and I've had it on hold on Libby for a while, The Witch King by Martha Wells, the author of Murderbot. I cannot wait to read this. This is at the top of my list after I finish the Trader Baru Cormorant. This is next. Have any of you read any of these books? Any favorites of the bunch? Let me know. Thank you so much, Jocelyn at Tor.com. I am so honored. And also, I got some cool phone accessories that I think are gonna help me to film. Moft reached out to me to see if I wanted to try out some of their cool phone accessories. And I said, heck yeah. My AirPod case was in this. Ruh-roh. Let's try this wallet. Sleek. It says it's MagSafe compatible, so can I just go like this? There we go. Once it's on there, it's pretty darn sturdy. Wow. Wow. Ooh. I'm not gonna use it as a wallet because I don't trust myself, but it's just gonna stay on here as a little tripod. It's like a pop socket's sexy older sister. Well, that was fun. Thank you, Moft. Okay, should we do our third and final craft DIY upcycle? Okay, let's go. We're gonna make with some clay, people. I wanted this craft to be making polymer clay buttons, like oversized novelty buttons that you could decorate a simple shirt with. But since we already did, am I gonna sneeze or not, a tank top transformation, we're gonna make some polymer clay charms that you could use to accessorize anything. The back of your hat, your pant loop, a cute little bag, whatever you want. So let's get started with our third and final small fiddly craft of the video. So I have this translucent polymer clay. It's not totally transparent, like it's not see-through, it's more like it'll let a little light through, which is what I want because I want these to feel like they're made of like a colored glass. I've got eye pins, which are the pins that you stick through the charm so that you can attach a jump ring of some sort, little pliers. And to add color, we have my handy dandy thrifted pastels from like the 80s. All you have to do with this transparent clay to color it is to shave some pastel into it and knead it. Or you can use a brush and dry brush the pastel on afterwards. And in classic Kathleen fashion, I have too many ideas and not enough time to execute all of them. So I think I'm gonna create a little stack of charms that will be a little keychain. And here's what I'm picking between: an acorn, a tomato, Mount Fuji, a knot, like the knots on my shirt, a flower, a star. I kind of want to do a little, you know, a pinwheel. That's too many. I need to pick 3. I also want to make one for Gus. I'm going to make a pickle because he likes pickles. He's a pickle girly. Okay, let's get started. Now we're cooking. While these charms bake, I feel like I should address a contentious point of my last video. Why didn't I get the jester skirt? Let's talk about it. 1, I probably should have gotten it. I probably should have gotten it. Well, hold on. It's a good question, posited by many. It brought lots of discourse to the comment section, which I always appreciate. I did go back to that thrift store to look for it. It wasn't just to look for it. I was thrifting with my friend. She's my cousin. That felt weird to say. She's also my okay. Anyways, she saw something that I showed in that video and she's like, let's go back and see if we can find it. It was the red flowy like negligee. So we went back to look for that. Didn't find it. I thought, you know, I might as well try and see if the jester skirt's still there. I think one of you stinkies swooped in and snagged it because it was not there. And you know what? Good. I'm glad someone grabbed it. All right, let me show you my tiny pickle. Glazed. Look at these cutie patooties. You can't really see them. I already dropped all of these on the stairs as I was coming upstairs. And if you know my stairs, they're just floating. So they fell under the stairs, they fell behind the TV, they were everywhere. None of them broke, but I was scared I just wasn't going to be able to find this frickin' pickle, but I found it. I baked it with the eye pins in it so the holes would stay open, but they're not actually secure. So gotta glue them in with my new best friend. I love this stuff. And then we'll make our little keychain and call it a day, which is good because my neck started screaming in the last minute. So it's about time to wrap things up, I think. Are you ready to see how these charms turned out? Pickle. This is for Gus, nobody tell him. And then I decided to put my little charm stack on my daily carry bag. I cannot get over this tomato. Color me obsessed. And check it out. Now we've just got a cute little dangly guy to make our summer staple bag. just a little bit more us. And you know, if I was feeling real crazy, what if I just, hold on, turn this into a pickle necklace? What if I did that? There's so many cute, simple ways that you can still show off your personal style, show the world who you are when it's a little hot outside to do it in your usual methods. And hey, maybe you don't have the feminine urge to make your shoelaces look like pasta. That's fine. You're valid. So let me know down in the comments, what would you do to make sure you keep feeling like yourself in your personal style when it's hot out? I'm very curious. I'm sure I could learn something from y'all. I really appreciate you spending time with me this week while we crafted and just had a fun, creative time. And if you end up tackling any of these crafts, please share with me. I want to see it. You can send it to me on Instagram at kathleenillustrated. You could email it to me. And you know I will hype you up. If you had as much fun hanging out this week as I did, then please feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet. We can make this thing official. And I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you have a great week. Stay cool, but not too cool, because you gotta stay stinky too. I love ya, and goodbye.